presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Market-wise out here, you get the Dow off 331, Nasdaq's down 70, S&Ps are off, let's see, what do we got? We're down 34. Gold is down 80 bucks. You got silver down 360. Bonds are up 2, and the good old dollar index go long America.
Isn't
it crazy?
No, absolutely.
It's absolutely wild, folks. Bottom line is
that's a safe haven.
Well, the thing that's amazing is that, you know, dollar-wise, America-wise, there's a lot of folks that just don't get it. And, you know, the bottom line is that the dollar bottomed out in March of 2008. It really did.
Yeah.
And, you know, folks, this is how markets go. And what I mean specifically is this, is that when you think the end of the world is here, the end of the world never happens. It just doesn't happen. Okay?
Not in our lifetime.
Not in any lifetime.
That's right.
Well, I mean, the world's around billions and billions of years.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, I mean, who knows how this works? But let me tell you something, man. You know, the billions of years that we've been around are absolutely incredible, man. You know, there's no two ways about it. You know, now what you also have out here, folks, is this. And this is where it gets really interesting. You know, when you gap down like this, the amount of energy that gets taken out of the marketplace is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's huge. And right now, there's not enough to break these lows. You know, you get the NYA broke it, but the way that these diamonds are trading into here, it's not even close.
Yeah.
So this could get really deviant, which is really sweet. You know, because what you have, folks, is that you want to understand how to trade. That's the bottom line. These moves of 5 or 10%. Every 2 or 3 days, totally where it's at, man. I mean, they're just totally where it's at.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
You know, it's pretty sick, but it's there. Now, commodities, okay, folks. This is going to be a big number. You know, if you're watching us on Tiger TV right now, you know, look at silver's down 9%. Copper is the number. There's no two ways about it.
Yes.
I mean, copper is down 25 cents today, folks. Absolutely smoked. It was doing well, let's pull up copper because copper was doing a large ABC down anyway. So let's see, HGZ1. So look how pretty that is. That is so pretty. Oh my God. I mean, it's just, it couldn't get any prettier. So 455 to 480, 384. So 55, 65. That's 70 cents, right? Yeah. That brings you. There it is. If you want,
and it almost looks like a 3-drive setup.
It's sick. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Pretty
yes.
close. Yeah.
You gotta love it, man.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. It really is.
You have to love the non-random patterns.
Yes.
You know, but I will tell you, when you take a look at the NYSE and you take a look at what it's done and the damage that it's doing out there, the close this week is really important.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it is so important out there. And for everybody in our audience that is managing their own accounts, you know, that's cool. You know, people know how to get out, maybe reverse, go short, whatever it is they're going to do. But the folks that have got all that money that's just sitting in there in those mutual funds being managed by whoever their pension
stop and get out. I mean, you know,
it's just, you know, I would just so much rather be wrong and have them miss out on some portion of a trade,
right,
than the opposite, which is more likely the outcome.
Yeah. The bottom line, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
You know, and what you have, folks, is that, you know, as I just said a little bit earlier, with the amount of energy on the way down, I think this is going to. See, what ends up happening is this: is that the deviance in the marketplace. Okay. Yes, I'll get that Bloomberg up right now. Sorry, folks. The deviance in the marketplace is always out there, and the cause building. What you will get out of here today is this: is that you'll get out that, you know, longer term. You know, my take is that we're going to go a lot lower. Shorter term, the amount of destruction that's done very quickly will get the bulls out. I think the bears will buy some bounce here.
Hey, absolutely.
But that's a fast trigger, folks. Okay, don't you know, I mean, I'm talking about a fast trigger too. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. You know, look, it's setting up nicely. You know, we've got next really this weekend, next Monday, Tuesday.
Yes.
You know, we've got a number of aspects coming on. We've got you know, the next new moon cycle. You've got the moon at perigee, which is closest to us. That's on Wednesday. On the 27th, you've got a P-index date with 16. You know, and then we have back-to-back because the 2 days earlier are 15.
That's perfect.
You know, so we've got, you know, the volatility is expected, and it's here to stay for a while.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
big
absolutely.
Big
and,
time.
you know, ideally, we would see these lows hold. We would see some type of move up into the Monday-Tuesday time frame. So that's a beautiful thing because,
no, it is.
You know, now look, you know, I mean, even this morning when I kicked off the show, you know, I changed it up a little bit and went right to the markets because I know that people out there, you know, are just trying to understand, hey, what's going on? And,
right.
And if you just listened just to the television, just to the media, you know, you wouldn't really get the real world picture of what's happening out here. You know, the good and the bad.
No,
you know, but just
okay,
the important points.
There's no doubt about it. And folks, okay, I know it's bad enough. I won't do this just yet, but it's bad enough stepping into politics. But before the show's done, I'm going to step into politics and religion because there's something going on in Europe that'll absolutely blow your mind. I just had it, but it just disappeared again. But I have it. But I want to make sure that. Oh yeah, no, this is. You are not going to believe what a quote I'm going to lay out for you in 10, 15 minutes as soon as this thing pops up again, okay? Because it's about as sick as I've ever heard. And, of course, this concerns Merkel and the Pope.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to be really in trouble being an Irish Catholic, and God's going to send me to hell in about 2 seconds flat. But bottom line is that I thought I was, well, Merkel... Let me see if I can find this again. It keeps popping up, but I'll get it back, folks. And let me tell you something. You're not going to believe it.
Well, you talk about the markets worldwide. You know, the Hang Seng.
Oh man,
you got some trouble in Hong Kong, folks.
Yeah, if we bring this up, so let's bring the Hang Seng up because the Hang Seng went down 4.8% last night, and when you talk about acceleration down,
I don't see any good pattern in there. You know, I mean, it's below the lows, you know, from May of 2010. You know, its next stop is obviously the low of July of 2009. And that's really how serious things are, folks, because this really is a one world market, and the Hang Seng's already back in the 2009 time frame.
Right.
And I know you're just going to hear it from us, you know, each and every day because it's so important. You know, I mean, if there's any role that we can play, it's just making people aware of the information, the tools that are available to us, and you know, and what it is that you can expect, because you know, there's nothing like protecting your assets. Nothing like it.
Now watch this. This is pretty cool. So, you know, we've been talking a lot about May and 2008, 2009, right? Because that's where the 825 is, right?
Right.
So the Hang Seng, folks, is at 17,911 right now. Well, what do you think it is? 17,685 is May of 09.
Yeah.
Now, the cool thing is this. The cool thing is that at the bottom of that level, which is 16,400, which is another 1,500 down, which the Hang Seng could do that in a blink. That's where you have some nice juice, meaning volume.
Yeah.
Now, what does happen is this. What I've found is this. When you extend yourself over highs with no volume, and the longer you do it, which in this case we know we did as far as...
Well, I did it for, you know, from August of 2000. Well, you did
for a year and a half.
That's right. That's right.
So that's the longest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The problem is, of course, then the downdraft is worse.
Yes.
So the next leg there would actually get you down to 14,000. Which would be pretty intense, man. Really intense. You know, so, I mean, it is... but it's lining up. See, the good news here, for all you bulls out here, the good news is if, you know, as Steve's saying, as I'm saying on a continual basis, particularly Steve's saying, get out, okay? Get your cash. Don't take the freaking pain. Excuse my language, but don't take the pain. Because at the end of this deal, when the world is crying... There are
huge buying opportunities.
Real buying opportunities.
Real huge buying opportunities.
And folks, the sickest part about it, I really believe this is going to be the real deal this time. You know, we've been in a 12-year bear market. Okay? And let me tell you something. Even with emails I get, everyone thinks that it's like that the United States is over, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a disconnect sometimes. I'm saying to myself, how can you grow up in this country and you think that the United States is over? Folks, and I'm saying this in the best way. If you think that, you haven't been in other countries, number one. Do you remember what Larry says all the time? Every single time Larry gets back to the United States, thank God I'm back. No matter, and Larry, folks, okay, he's been all over the world, okay? You know, I've been a few places, you've been a few places, but it's the same thing. I mean, when you go to other countries, they're great, but let me tell you something, okay? The bottom line is they're not the United States, man.
No. Look, I have been fortunate enough in my life to travel all over the world. And it is fun to meet the people. First, the people, which always,
the people are great.
The coolest thing about traveling around the world is you just realize how similar people are.
That's right.
And when you can get rid of the politics.
That's right.
Okay. Then it's really cool to meet people, and it's nice to see the different architectures and how people have just how things were created over the last several hundred of years.
Exactly.
But there absolutely is nothing like when the wheels touch down. At LAX or LaGuardia or Kennedy, wherever it is you're flying into, and you're finally back to the United States. It is a good feeling.
It's huge, man. It's absolutely huge.
And the best plays out there. I've talked to a number of different listeners, and the best plays out there long term because is really being able to, if you're sitting on some gold or you're sitting on some yen, where you're taking a strong currency, even with the pullback today, it's still a strong currency, if you will, gold, and converting that to real estate. When you can go from a strong asset to a weak asset, that's beautiful. And that's really what Tom is talking about with regard to, your retirement accounts. Because when you can go to cash, which is a strong asset, right? If we're trying here saying go along the U.S. dollar, cash is a position. Don't be worried about being in cash, If you've missed out on there's always trading opportunities. You're not going to catch every trading opportunity. That's not what trading is all about. You're just never going to catch every single one.
Yeah.
And but if we're saying go along the U.S. dollar, that is a trade, and wait for the pullback to put your money to work.
Big time. And what does happen, folks, is this: on these pullbacks, no one will buy. When you hear everyone telling you that it's the end of the world, that's the buy. I mean, that's just how they work. And it's pretty sick. Let me tell you something. But the bottom line is that. You got to remember something. The first acceleration up off dramatic lows is much faster. The first 30% up is much faster than the next 20%.
Well, you just go back to March 9.
Yeah, right.
Look at how we came off.
Exactly.
I mean, the first, as you're saying, those first few days coming off that bottom.
Huge.
But,
huge. Yeah, no doubt.
And I remember that fear I had, March 6th, going long. I had all long positions.
That's a beautiful thing.
Man, it was.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We get the Dow off 300, Nasdaq's off 58, S&Ps are off. Let's see, we get the. They're not bad. They're up 25 right now. 25, not bad. It's pretty sick,
right.
folks.
That's right. Yeah.
We're going to be coming right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. I am Steve Rhodes, and my partner Tom O'Brien was called out. He had to do a major interview, and he'll be joining us here back in just a few minutes as soon as he's done. Right now, we've got the Dow down 287, the composite down 49, S&P's down 26, and let's see, gold. Where's gold? We've got gold down $76, silver down $3.50. Now, an 877-927-6648 if you would like to give us a call. Let's quickly go and take a look at that dollar index, see what we're doing. When I opened up the show, I was describing to folks, okay, as the market was opening, that the positive sign was that we had a Gartley sell pattern in the dollar that was occurring, and it's very important that that the level, the 79.40 area, hold. Right now it has. That's why you've seen the market pull back just a little bit. But you'll want to watch the dollar index. You want to watch that level. And again, when we're talking about a pullback here, if you take a look at this Gartley pattern, and Gartley patterns are just so wonderful. You got to thank Larry Pesavento for really bringing the Gartley pattern to life for each of us here as a trader. Now, what you'll typically see on Gartley patterns, I've almost always seen at least a dead cat bounce, at least a 0.382 retracement going back from the A to D. Because a Gartley pattern, folks, what a Gartley pattern is, it's an A, B, C, D pattern. A to B equals C to D as we talk about it, and it's a pattern that is a retracement. It's a place where you're retracing back to a trend. In this case here, the trend on the dollar was a downtrend, so we would be going back to, in my case here, the January 11th time frame, and the trend was the high of the 81.45 all the way down to the lows that we made in May of this year. And so that was the trend, if you will. Then you'd have an A, B equals C, D. that moves up towards that trend. When you get up there, then what you would do is that gives you an area, that's a retracement area where it gives you the opportunity to enter a trade. Now, in this case here, we've done more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals C to D. We've done a little bit over 1 to 1.272. So it's real important. If we're going to see a bounce in the market, it's real important that the dollar index doesn't get above that, because if the dollar index does get above that, you're talking some major price destruction in the commodities, in the currencies, in just about everything. So if we take a look at let's go take a look at our current ETFs here. Let's take a look at at the end of my show, we were looking at the small caps. You can see the small caps, have been bouncing. They opened up at 64.30, and right now we're trading at 65.41. We can take a look at the volume, but we focus on the small caps and the strong ETF out there being the Qs. Now let's go take a look at the diamonds and the SPYs out there for everybody. So on the diamonds here, let's take a look and see what the diamonds have done. Again, the real key date for us is that August 9th area. That August 9th area was where we had, and the diamonds, you can take a look at it, you can see that we had volume of about 32 million shares. The low on the diamonds was 105.94. We're trading at 108.04. We are inside that candle. And when you're inside a candle like that, ideally what you'd like to see some type of certainty. Well, that certainty would be wonderful if you could get a test of that low area and reject that on lighter volume. That would then set up the ability to go back towards the top of the consolidation area, the top of the range, as Tom likes to say. Well, the top is the 117.03 area. Right now, you're kind of suspended in space, if you will. You haven't busted through that area, and you can see that the volume, again, 32 million right now. We've done trading for an hour, and you figure you've had some pretty good volume during this last hour. So we've done 3.8 million shares, 4 million shares. So what you're looking at, even if you could, mathematically just extrapolate it out, you'd be looking at maybe somewhere around 24 million, and what we're coming into is 32 million. So when Tom talked about, the mere fact that you don't see the volume with the ability to break out the lows right now, you really won't know until you actually get a test. As he said, it takes a lot of energy to either gap up or gap down. Now, oftentimes, one of the great trades out there when you see these gaps, because, folks, what you don't want to do is you don't want to buy into fear. You really want to understand these markets. You want to understand sacred geometry and how they work, because you can really use these to your benefit. One of the cool trades out there, in either direction, is when you see a market gap down to the 0.618 area, 618 or 786. Now, in this case here, the interesting thing is that if we take a look at the diamonds, they actually gap down to just below the 0.786 area. The 0.786 area is 108.31, and where the diamonds traded, where they actually opened at this morning, was they opened at 107.95. So for my work, that's close enough. Now, what that means when you gap down to that area, because it took so much energy, is you should see some type of bounce from there. If we go take a look at the SPYs real quickly here, if we take a look at the SPYs, because we're going to go to break, if we take a look at the SPYs, let's see where we're trading on the SPYs. The SPYs, if we take a look at that August 9th date, the high there is 117.64. We're trading at 113.57. We're inside that as well. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Steve Rhodes. Tom is still doing the interview. He'll be joining us here shortly. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And, we've had, we're able to watch the statistics on this show, and we've seen it really growing. We really appreciate the feedback that we get from everybody. And if you would be good enough to help us continue to grow this thing, just simply by telling, a couple of your friends, family, neighbors, and get them to spread the word, that would really be great. That would really be great for us. We'd really appreciate it. And I wanted to also mention that Tom and I are doing a live workshop on Saturday, October the 1st. That is not this coming Saturday, but it's the following Saturday. We're doing that from 8:30 to 11:30. It's being held at the Grand Hyatt in Tampa, which is not too far outside of the airport. And so everyone in Florida that's listening, please join us. And if you're outside the state of Florida, fly on down. It'd be a great way to use some of your frequent flyer miles or any miles that you've got, or just cash. Find a good flight, come on down. In 3 hours, we're going to help you understand your wealth building engine. It's called Money Mastery. We're going to help you to just simply, overcome whatever hurdles it is that you face in trading. It's going to be a great live workshop, folks. We've never done anything like this. It's going to be different than anything else that we've ever done, and you will leave there feeling energized. You will leave there with some great information, and we're going to, it's all about really helping you to understand the money game, because there is nothing better than this set of tools that we have here today. You've got access to such great information. Take a look at Basil Chapman today. He's doing a live workshop, a 9-hour workshop, and I'm sure, what a great day to be doing a workshop when you've got markets like this, when you can really do some great interpretation of what's going on. Following the shows that I do this morning, you got Larry Pesavento, then we've got Ken Shreve and David White. You just have such a host of great people to help bring stuff to you. Now, one of the things that I like to do on days when you have some really nice down action, when things are on sale, is I like to go out and do a little shopping. I like to go see what's going on with regard to strength that's out there. And one of the best things you could do, folks, is you could go, get an IBD, an Investors Business Daily newspaper. IBD, they show, their top 50 holdings. IBD is almost more of a, it's a great fundamental aspect involved with their trading. And so you want to understand what's in the IBD 50. Right now, and I've got all the IBD 50. I even got my Warren Buffett watch, if you will, on my, in my trading tools, if you will. And right now what I've got up on the screen is I've got a stock. The symbol is ULTA. It's Alta Salon. And this has been a real high flyer, folks, here. And the reason is that you want to understand the breakout areas on any of these stocks because they provide really great trading opportunities as you come back into those things on lighter volume. And if you take a look at ULTA, it has several breakouts. Well, let's take a look at the breakout from a couple of months ago, one in June 3rd. And what you can see is the stock gapped up. It gapped up on 3.9 million shares. Now, a lot of folks might have chased that. What we like to do is and that was a sign of strength. And in fact, there was another little sign of strength, and there wasn't much in the way of price, but somebody took a large position on June 24th. Now, what you like, folks, is you like to be able to see a stock pull back into a breakout area. What does Alta do? Alta pulls back on the August 19th. August 23rd area. It's pulling back with 986,000 shares. Again, when it gapped up with 4 million shares. And it was coming back. Here's the beautiful thing. The day before the gap, you had 1.4 million shares. So you came back, you tested it, and what happens? You get another sign of strength. Well, that next sign of strength was on September 9th. Great day, folks. Great day in history. That's my birthday. And it gaps up with another 4.7 million shares. Now, Alta has pulled back. Right now it's trading at 67.07. A nice trade on this would be let it do the same thing. Let that pattern repeat. If it doesn't repeat, so be it. But let it come back to the breakout area, which would be the September 9th, September 8th time frame. Let it come back there with less than 1.8 million shares, and you've got yourself a good reward to risk trade. So when we get back here, I think Tom has just finished up with that interview, so it'll be Tom and I. And then you want to stay tuned because you've got me for one more hour, Larry Pesavento, then Ken Shreve taking us from 3 to 4, and Tom taking us home from 4 to 6, folks. Thanks for being here, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
If you're in the market for a jumbo loan anywhere from $417,000 all the way up to $3 million, and you have a FICO of at least 720, then Everbank is your answer. For more information, call Everbank today at 877-471-5970 to talk with a member of their concierge team that will walk you through the variety of loans they offer. That's 877-471-5970, and let them know you heard this offer on TFNN. Everbank, 877-471-5970. Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real Money Masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. The Steve Rhodes and Invisible Man show is back.
I love it.
We have the Dow right now down 328, Nasdaq's off 57, S&Ps are off 30. And let's see, gold is off $76, silver's off $351, and let's see.
Interesting, the DAX, because we certainly follow the DAX just to kind of give us some type of signal as to what's going on.
Yes.
And like what's it down? It's down 250 points, so it's not like it's a, it still hasn't gone after its lows.
No.
Its swing point out there. It doesn't have the juice to get down there right now. September 12th, but we'll see.
Yeah, and what you have, so let's see. Right now, volume-wise, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen, man. 356.
Yeah.
So what you have, right now, you can only get 356 on the NYSE, folks, and on the NASDAQ, you get 689. So what that sets up is that sets up a bounce. That's good. This is going to be wild watching this shake out, man, because the fear is out there. Well, what hasn't happened yet, which is
downtick.
You haven't got the downtick. You do have the trend going with you, but let me tell you, with the amount of volume that's on the NYSE right now, there has to be so much more selling. It has to be dramatic. Now, what should also happen though, to get the bounce, is that you'll get an absolute rejection, meaning that we're down 300. We'll end up being down $1.50 before the end of the day. You get that, folks. Let me tell you something. If you're short, what you should be doing anyway if you're short, folks, is this. When you get these large downdrafts, you bring your stops all the way down. What I love to do is let the market take you out. You bring them all the way down.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Take the meat out of the. Take the meat.
Look, we've been playing the full moon. We had a really nice run up. Nice run up. We took half our bread off the table a couple of days ago. And left the stops in place. Today we got stopped out, still for a profit. Not as much as we had in there, but you got to learn to be able to, let your patterns complete.
That's right.
And nothing like being stopped out and still making money.
Oh, it's huge.
Man, that is a nice feeling.
No, it's huge. And I said a little bit earlier, folks, I still can't find the story, but you guys can hunt the story. So this is what the story is. There was a story on Bloomberg, and it's about Merkel. Right now, the Pope Benedict, is in Germany.
Yeah.
And this is what the story is. Now, so listen, and I know, folks, I'm stepping on a mine here, but the bottom line is that, you know what? We all got to stick up for ourselves. So what the story is that Merkel and the Pope are discussing that politicians and people in power should control the marketplace instead of the market. So check this out. So you're going to have the Vatican. You're going to have people in power, and you're going to have politicians controlling the market instead of the market. Now, what I want you to get out of this is this. A couple of days ago, I was talking about, Boston politicians.
Right.
They want your money, and they want it all. That's how power operates, folks. So now what you have is this. This is a classic.
Yeah.
The classic is that you get the politicians together with the religious.
Yeah.
It's already been there, no doubt. Okay.
That's called Iran.
And what do they? And then what do they want to do? What they want to do, folks, is control each and every one of us.
Yeah.
And you know what, folks? You know the rest of it.
When I woke up this morning, or the several times I woke up this morning, the one thing that if we could learn from yesterday is that if we would just simply let the market do what it was supposed to do, get the Fed out of the market, just simply let the market do what it's supposed to do.
Right, that's
Stop
right.
trying to manipulate. Things would be so much better for everybody.
Yeah, that's right.
Doesn't mean it's not going to breathe or what have you.
Oh,
but
no,
at least let the market
there'd be
work.
heartache.
That's
There'd
right.
be heartache. There'd be heartache. But the reason there'd be heartache, folks, is that because the reality is that, there were deals that were done that weren't right. And, when you get deals that are done that right, that's a bust-up, man.
Yeah. But look, the reality is, just like any game that you play out there, is there are rules to the game. We understand, you have to be aware of the rules to the game.
Right.
Which we absolutely are. And that's really what it is that we want to teach folks.
Yes.
Like I said when we opened up the show this morning, it's so important to go take a look at strength and take a look at weakness to be able to identify, where the market's going to go. One of the other strength items, if you just go take a look at the SMHs, there's a beautiful thing, because those things have been nice and strong, and that's a semi-holder conductors ETF, folks.
Right.
And I think came right down to the 0.618 area, and it's bounced up off that. 28.79 was the actual 618, the low that it got down to. I love how this works. 28.82.
What a field day.
Within 3 points of itself. But look, the reality, folks, is even if we have a bounce from here, the markets are going down. The volume is downtown.
Yep.
And, we are in the worst bear market that any of us have lived through.
Let's go to our man, Steve. Steve.
Yeah, let's go to me.
Hey, we got Rick. Rick from British Columbia. What's happening, brother?
Hey, it's interesting you mention that, because if you look through history, the popes and the kings used to battle a lot, too. There were times where
now the popes and the kings are getting together to battle to battle the citizens.
There's a little paralleling thought happening in your country too right now. The Republicans are starting to tell Bernanke what to do, and that never happened before. The Federal Reserve was its own little thing, and nothing was. So anyway, I think that tough economic times brings out everything.
Well, what it brings out, and this is where, folks, that, when Steve and I talk about trading, and we're going to teach you how to go in for the kill, what politicians and political and religious leaders know, they know when to go in for the kill. That's what they're doing. They're going in for the kill, because when you get fear reigning, why not go in for the kill? I mean, power is power, period, and that's what they're doing. That's my take on it anyway.
I'm with that.
And good luck to them, because they're going to lose, folks, okay?
Yeah.
Because people are too educated now. The education, see, it gets really interesting, because they claim they want education, but they really want less education, because if there's less education, then you have people that are in politics or in religion, they can basically, take over.
Yeah, won't happen. The thing is that we've got, look at the great communication systems that are out there. I mean, look, Rick's calling us from British Columbia.
Right, exactly.
I mean, we're worldwide.
They're dreaming.
Yeah, yeah. It just can't be done. But if we could get them to do what we've elected them to do,
let
us do what we're supposed to do, life would be good.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, you got this. I'll be looking at the stars this weekend if Monday, Tuesday is a flip day. Now, one thing never happened. The S&P's on a weekly, daily. We never did test the lows. And I'm not saying it's going to happen today, but if we do a little doji today, that'll be a halfway move down from the gap of yesterday. It takes us right down to those lows where we could get that little reversal. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Oh, I think it could take us down further than that. Yeah, further than that.
Cooking, brother.
Well, there's huge support there.
And there is.
I'm not saying we can't bounce from there, that's all.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're coming right back. We get the Dow down 295, Nasdaq's up 47.
For a jumbo preferred non-conforming loan anywhere from $417,000 all the way up to $3 million, and you have a FICO of at least 720, then Everbank is your answer. As a direct lender with processing, underwriting, and funding all under one roof, Everbank can offer the most competitive rates, greater efficiency, and shorter closing times. Now is the time to act. Everbank offers fixed terms of 10 and 15 years, as well as adjustable terms of 5, 7, and 10 years, including interest-only options on primary residences. For more information, call Everbank today at 877-471-5970 to talk with a member of their concierge team that will walk you through the variety of loans they offer. That's 877-471-5970, and let them know you heard this offer on TFNN. Everbank, 877-471-5970, 877-471-5970.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. Thanks for being with us. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow off 336. Nasdaq's down 57. S&Ps are off 27. And folks, the revolution starts right here and right now, okay? Bottom line, okay, I have the quote. Listen to this quote, folks. This is the sickest thing I've heard in a long time. But you know what? This is us against them, flat out. Okay, so here's the quote. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said that she and Pope Benedict the 16th discussed the need for policymakers to assert their authority over financial markets for the public good. Now, here's the quote. Listen to this quote, folks. This is why Europe is Europe. We spoke about the financial markets and the fact that politicians should have the power to make policy for the people and not be driven by the markets, and that this is a very, very big task in today's times of globalization. Merkel told reporters in a televised remarks after meeting with the Pope. Bottom line, Merkel said that they had talked about Europe, a topic of great interest for the Pope, and European unification, which he said is indispensable for Europe. It means prosperity, democracy, and freedom for us. Bottom line, folks, okay? So let me just go
She said, I believe that was an important message.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not kidding, it was important.
We spoke about the financial markets and the fact that politicians should have the power to make policy for the people and not be driven by the markets, and that this is a very, very big task in today's times of globalization. Bottom line is that they want to run the markets, folks. They're out of their mind. And you know what? Don't take it. And it's absolutely just amazing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You know what's unbelievable? The arrogance of saying that is unbelievable. That so picture this. They actually think that 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 people are going to run the whole world.
Yeah, and you know where they're going with that is just simply trying to go after fear.
Yes,
big
time.
You know, because if we just see a glimpse of what's going on in Greece, Italy, Germany or what have you. But what they're really playing to there, is the fear, folks.
Well, it's amazing. You just brought it up to me at the break. Steve just brought it to me at the break. He says, "Oh, what's going on now? Is Italy going down the tubes?
Yeah.
Why is the Pope over there in Germany?"
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know that Greece is.
We can't let Italy go down the tubes.
Yeah.
Too much good wine and pizza over there.
Hey,
seriously,
nothing goes down the tubes.
No.
What happens worldwide is you just all decide to wipe out your debts.
Yeah, right. Well,
you all go BK at the same time and you start over.
Yeah, that's absolutely what Greece should do. The Greece citizens should tell the banks that see you later, and then we'll see whether they decide to go to work. But the amazing part about it is that they're not doing it, and it's almost like that. What is happening up in New York? Not New York, Jefferson County. I think that's in Georgia. Yeah, Jefferson County, one of the biggest bankruptcies in the United States, and as a county. One of the senators, right, is going to try to squash the deal, and they should, because what happens, folks, is that the county commissioners turned around and made another deal with the banks, and they're out of their mind. I mean, they said, J.P. Morgan, see you later, man. J.P. Morgan already paid $89 million claiming they didn't do anything wrong. Okay?
Yeah, right.
They took these people to the cleaners. They should just wipe them out, man. Well, bye-bye. See ya. Don't want to be here. That's amazing, man. It really is. So, now, folks, we get a great lineup for you today. Steve's going to be staying with you 11 to 12. We're going to Tucson, Arizona. Our man, Mr. Larry Pesamoto, is going to be coming up 12 to 1. Then we're going to Sherman Oaks, California. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
10 Street this afternoon, 3 to 4.
Out there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we're coming right back to Tampa, and we're going to bring it home from 4 to 6.
Yeah. One of my favorite golf courses out there, Sherwood Country Club.
Oh, is it?
Oh man, it's a nice place.
It's a beauty, huh?
In fact, you go into their locker room, and they've got the Oval Office, if you will. All the living presidents have got their lockers in there.
Really?
Yeah. Very cool place.
Oh,
very cool place. Owned by the same guy that owns Lanai.
Really?
In Hawaii.
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
Murdoch.
That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being with us, folks. You stay right here. Steve's coming right back. We get the Dow off 330, NASDAQ off 56, S&P's off 20. And, of course, we appreciate you being out here each and every day with us.
You bet. See you in a few minutes, folks.
Are your cable rates rising?